Obviously, big news came out yesterday. You guys are going to the Boca Raton Bowl. Can you just kind of give us, I guess, your thoughts on going to that game and how your players feel? Maybe they like that it's a pre-Christmas bowl game. Just what are your thoughts on going to that bowl?
Yeah, players and staff alike are really excited about the opportunity to get to go play again. And, being inside the state of Florida, a bunch of our players' families will have an opportunity to come to the game, for our players, it's been a long haul to get to this point. They're excited about this opportunity and then, still have a chance to get home for Christmas too. So it's a win-win and excited about it. Guys were out on the practice field today. Had some time off last week and energy was good, and they were excited about just getting back out there and competing a little bit.
Josh, how important are these extra practices? Obviously, you had a weird summer and spring's up in the air, I guess. How important are these practices in December?
Yeah, this season, you're just very limited in the opportunities you had a chance to develop some of your young players. And you look at the youth on this football team, every opportunity you get out there to get a little bit better is going to help your football team in the long run. And so an opportunity for our young guys to get a bunch of reps in, continue to grow as players and understanding of what we're doing, get better fundamentally, and get an opportunity to go compete one more time too.
Josh, you had a guy like Marlon Williams announce he was going to go to the NFL to get ready for NFL early. Do you have anyone that's wanted to opt out before the bowl game, and do you anticipate losing some guys before the bowl game?
I think the potential for that, you just look at the landscape of college football. This year you can already see some of the guys that are opting out late in the season, as maybe some of their games have been, limited or changed, that they're not going to be playing. You look at past bowl seasons. So those are conversations we'll have with some of those guys, depending on, what their future holds and what they want to do.
Coach, is there any team that you're hoping to play? We heard that, an ACC team is likely to be your opponent. Is there anybody you're looking forward to seeing in that game?
Yeah, really haven't even thought about that at this point. I think the opponent kind of depends on how things are played out here the last 2 weeks of the season, and maybe just through this weekend a little bit, and where teams are at COVID-wise as well. So I think most importantly, we're just excited about getting some practices in and getting an opportunity to continue to play and compete.
Hey, Josh. Changing the subject, obviously Mackenzie made the announcement he was transferring. I'm just wondering, what do you hope for Mackenzie Milton going forward?
Man, I hope he has a tremendous senior season and our last season, I should say, and finds a place that can help him go achieve great success, individually for him, and hope that he has a 10-year career, and he's still on the way to getting fully healthy and absolutely wish those things for him. Believe those things are going to happen for him too.
Hey, Josh, and it's not like you guys haven't traveled this year, but under the circumstances with COVID, is there an advantage here to being in state as far as travel goes with your preparation and just, maybe making it a little bit easier with COVID, knowing that you don't have to maybe get on a plane and do those sorts of things heading into this game?
Yeah, I think the easiest thing is for our players, the travel portion of it will be easy. We'll be able to, practice, get on a bus and be down there in a couple hours. I think the other thing is just, for the families to have an opportunity to come and watch their kids play.
Josh, I have 2 questions. Congratulations on making the bowl game. First of all, on the bowl game, will this be like just a regular road trip where you guys go in night before the game and play the game and come back? And secondly, what Jamie was talking about, Mackenzie, I would assume that you think if he's healthy, he can play quarterback at any program in the country. Is that right?
He's when healthy, as good as anybody out there. Everybody's seen that, and I certainly believe that too. The first question you had was about the travel, maybe to the bowl game. Is that right? trying to remember. I believe, for our team, it'll be like a 2-day experience down there.
Coach, there's another week to go before the early signing day. If this were any other year, I'm sure you'd be maybe out on the road or trying to squeeze in some home visits. So what is it like kind of closing in on your first signing day of the COVID era?
Really unique. Feels weird, sitting back and watching teams still trying to finish their regular season as you've wrapped yours up. We were fortunate that our players, staff, and medical team did a great job of keeping us healthy, and we're able to get all of our games in. So, this past Saturday, sitting back and watching football felt odd. And then you talk about the recruiting piece of it, unique in that, you're not out on the road spending time with the recruits, their families. Everything is still, through a platform just like this, and unique and different.
Josh, along those lines with early sign gigs, coaches sometimes, when they have a bowl game before then, have to kind of juggle that a little bit. Do you feel you have to do a lot more juggling, or is because the fact that you do a lot of things virtually will make things a little bit easier for you guys?
I think the lead up is different, unique. You don't know who your opponent is either, right? So right now, you're truly developing your young guys in your program just, through good on good work, and don't have an idea of who your opponent's going to be. Because of that, you're able to focus on the young guys, the practices that you do have when you have them, and recruiting full time.
Coach, when McKenzie enters the transfer portal, obviously he's leaving on great terms here at UCF. I'm just wondering, are you fielding calls from coaches? What do you tell them when they call about McKenzie?
Same things that I've talked to you guys about, that he's close to being back at 100%. There's nobody better than him when he's at 100%, and type of kid that he is. And this story is not complete yet. It's an unbelievable story that's being written, and excited for him and his future. I think it's just a really unique set of circumstances that lies here for him and for Dylan. Those are two guys that love each other. They're like brothers, and it's just really unique set of circumstances.
Josh, how appealing was it to have a game on December 22nd rather than after Christmas, in the sense of, with COVID, not having to keep your guys on campus so long, I guess, and keeping them under care, you can get it done a lot sooner?
Yeah, I just think, for the players, the opportunity to have a bowl game, have a bowl experience, have fun, and continue to do what they love to do up until Christmas is awesome. I do think just the uniqueness of this year and the hardships of this year, the opportunity for them to still have an opportunity to go home for Christmas and have some time before the second semester starts is a positive thing for them too.
Coach, will you do anything unique in regards to practice leading up to the bowl game? Maybe practices with only younger players, maybe to evaluate them separately? Are there many plans as far as that goes?
In the year that has been no fun outside of playing games, and that is real. Just trying to find some ways to let guys be around each other and have some fun. If you guys paid attention to social media, last week we were able to get our softball game in, which we usually play before the spring game. Just trying to find some ways to do some things that help you build your team chemistry, your team unity, because of the way things unfolded this year, bringing kids back to campus, learning how to handle COVID the right way inside of your building, keep your players safe, just weren't able to do. And so trying to do some of those things outside of the game.